Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Midday Market Update. Whew. Midday, you know what it is. Midday Market Update. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. Happy Monday to you too, Troy. The first trading day of the week. As we can see, the major indices are up with the exception of the Dow. But if we're looking at the color guard, a lot of red, a lot of yellow, one green, which will go off today, and we'll see what's going on. The alert sounds like it just hit. And today, we've been pushing our sneak peek to the Tampa two-day investment seminar. So before we get started into all the hot and heavy business, I think that as a team, we want to start to promote all of the instructors or the presenters that will be at the sneak peek. And today I got a guest. And Clay, you can move us to that. Today I've got a guest. I've got Jim Penna, who's the manager of retirement. And he's going to talk a little bit about what he's going to bring to the table for the Tampa 2-Day. There's a lot of you out there that are still sitting on the sidelines determining what you really want to do, if you want to come live, if you want to do the free online. I'm going to tell you it's going to be, could be a life-changing event. 2 days could be a life-changing event. But today, like I said, I'm going to bring Jim on. He's going to talk a little bit about what he does and what he, as a presenter, will bring to the table in Tampa. Jim, take it away, buddy.
Hi, Glenn, and hi, everyone. Thanks for taking the time. Glenn, thanks for having me on. I'm going to take just 2 minutes of your guys' time. And as Glenn said, he's hosting us to come on and talk about Tampa. We're looking forward to it so much. And just to take a couple of minutes, talk about what I'm going to be talking about at Tampa, what I usually talk about as manager of retirement services here at VectorVest. I'm going to talk about the way that we use the VectorVest program to talk about how the 3 Ps, for those who may not be familiar with it. When we talk about retirement, we talk about profit, provide, and preserve in our retirement portfolios. Really, all it is building and managing your retirement net worth, your nest egg. And we have very specific plans and ideas on how we do that. And then we have our retirement coaching group where we're also able to go in, buy protected puts, sell covered calls to generate income, use them as defensive measures. There's a lot of great things that we get to do. I always come back to the great quote from Warren Buffett when he talked about investing. And he said that investing is not like the Olympics, right? You don't get extra points because it's harder to do. So he said, so instead of trying to jump over the 7-foot bar, we're just going to step over the 1-foot bar, right? And that's really what we look to do in our portfolio. We talk about provide, that's capital appreciation. Glenn, I think that you have some of my portfolios set up. If you want to pull them up real quick.
Let's go make sure that this
works.
That's
possible. And let's just talk to you a little bit about what we do in retirement.
I want to go to software, Clay.
And what I'm going to show you are just some portfolios, right? We look at portfolios dedicated to dividend payouts. We look at portfolios that are dedicated to capital appreciation or profit. And then we also, which I won't go into here today, we have a portfolio kind of provide income, not only with dividends, but with a very strict covered call program where we do buy rates. And then finally, we have our portfolios that I just want to share with you just to give you an idea. Glenn, we can start right up at the top and go to blue chip dividend payers, and I'll go through these very quickly for you guys. This is the portfolio. This is a longer term look back of a portfolio that is dedicated to dividends. What you don't see in that portfolio is the close to $100,000 in dividends that we've collected in that portfolio. It doesn't show there. Yes, there's some drawdown. You see, the COVID sell-off there, that drawdown. We were in a bear market. But overall, this portfolio with dividends is up close to 20% annualized rate of return. Glenn, we'll just click through them quickly. We go down to the next two choices. There's one called Premier Growth Stocks and one for Ruler Stocks. We have very specific investment plans and ideas that we use for these growth portfolios that's going to be talked about in Tampa, and these investment trading systems will be made available to everyone. But you can come into Tampa. We're going to talk about them. The next two or three searches that we have, I created based on the idea that Dr. DeLito taught me a long time ago, right? He wrote about and talked about the idea of the best of both worlds, right? Where you're able to collect a good dividend as well as get the capital appreciation. So Glenn, you could just click through those, that's conservative stocks, pale blue chips, and then finally, one of my favorites is prima donnas. And that's only 2 years old, that portfolio right there. It's over just under 70%, I can't even read it, 68% roughly, in just a 2-year span, outdoing the S&P 500 over that time frame, but also paying at least a 2% yield, I believe, for all of the stocks currently in there. And as Glenn typed through, you see we have 9-10 positions in each one, the vast majority of them in the green, as you see, but just a great way, that simple way, without a lot of activity going through it, right? That's a 1-year look at Ruler Stocks, almost doubling the performance of the S&P 500 this year. Are there some flat periods? Is there some drawdown? Of course there is, right? Anybody, portraying a portfolio over time that has no drawdowns is not portraying it honestly. So now what we also have in the VectorVest retirement coaching group that you don't see here is the ability to go and to buy protective puts, to sell covered calls against positions that you own. And it's an amazing thing how to mitigate the drawdowns, right? What those drawdowns don't show you is the ability of buying protective puts or selling calls or doing what's called a collar trade, which is simply combining them. So we don't turn it into an options core. You don't have to be an options expert, but if you're building and managing your retirement portfolio, I think it is imperative that you understand at least 2 option trades, which is the covered call and the protective put. But that's what I'm looking forward to talking about at the 2-day. Please join us, whether it's right there in Tampa, which is a wonderful time of the year to spend a weekend there, or through our live stream. And I look forward to it. Glenn, if there's a question or two, I'm happy to answer. Otherwise, I'll turn it back over to you.
The cool thing is you look at all of these retirement-minded portfolios, look at the equity curves. And Jim is right. Do you take some pullback? Absolutely. You know how Jim helps you during these times of pullback? He's got a course. He's got a retirement course. And in those courses, or in that course, every week he walks you through how to mitigate these times. Selling a covered call.
The coaching group, not the coaching.
The coaching group. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Oh, the course does it too, but the coaching group.
Excuse me, la-di-da.
No, I just want to be clear.
No, you're right. And that's the difference between going live or watching online. Seeing these results is great. But if you decide to take advantage of the coaching group, the hand holding gets used. That's what you pay for in the coaching group. That's exactly what you pay for. You can ask specific questions. And he will walk you through what's going on. That's what a coaching group is all about. So again, just going through all of these portfolios from a retirement-minded person, man, what could you not like about this stuff? And Jim is going to bring that to the table come Tampa. And like he said, we'd love to see as many of you live as we can. I love that Tom says the course was one of the best I've ever took in years. Mr. Penna is a great teacher. Highly recommend. Pennywise says, Tom. Yeah, like dividend.
Thank all of you.
Right? So don't get his head so big. Just don't do it. But Jim is a great friend, but I wanted to bring him on just like I want to do for all of the presenters so that you get a feel of what to expect when we get to Tampa. Daniel says, what time frame is that chart? 10 years? I don't think any of these charts are 10 years. I think the most...
Yeah, well, Real quick, I can tell you they do range in different time frames.
Okay.
The blue chip dividend payers is the longest one. It was created as a back test and I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, turned into a portfolio. The prima donnas is started in January of 2023, so it's about 2 years old now. Same with pale blue chips. Ruler stocks and premier growth started when we started the coaching group back in 2017,
Yes.
I believe. So there's a little different time frame on each one, but that's the setup for those. Yeah, everyone's not the exact same time frame.
All right. So with that, again, I wanted to give you a little sneak peek as to what Jim is going to talk about in Tampa. Hopefully, as I bring more of the presenters on, it's going to give you an incentive to want to either come live or go to the live stream. Keep in mind, www.vectorvest.com/stream for the live stream. It's free 99. It's free. And then www.vectorvest.com/Tampa to sign up for the live. If you're signing up for the live, folks, I need you to understand it's going to sell out. It is going to sell out. So you wait if you want to. When we got up and we say, well, sorry, can't take you, you have to go live, that's going to be on you. It's going to be on you. All right. With that being said, Jim, I'm going to close out of your portfolio. You good with that?
Yes, I am. Go right ahead. Thank you, Glenn, and thank you, everybody, for taking the time.
You got it. All right. So with that, again, I want to make sure that we here on the YouTube channel promote the Tampa 2-Day, and I want to have each and every one of the speakers on. As you know, I will be your host for the 2 days. So I'll be in between all of the presentations, bringing up the people and talking to you. I'd love to see you guys live. I'd love to see as many of you live as possible. All right. And understand, as we get closer and closer to Tampa, it will sell out. It will sell out. I just don't want you to be caught out there and be like, oh, man, I wish I could have gone. And I'm trying to tell you now. This is November, folks. I'm trying to tell you now. All right. Deborah says, when did you start the program today? Because I just received it. We every Monday, Deborah Ann, we are on here at 12 p.m. We are here at 12 p.m. All right. So type ones in the room to say thank you for Jim Penna being here. All right. And again, as time goes along, as we get closer and closer to Tampa, we will get more of the presenters there. All right. But type the ones for Jim taking some time out of his day to come talk to you in regards to what he's going to show. All right, let me get back to, where was I? There we go. I want to get to the market timing graph. Where am I? Oh, there's my mouse. There we go. Let's start off there. Put me back into the program, Clay. There we go. Always want to start, before we do any live stream, seeing what's going on in the market. Let's go see what's going on in the market. Where can I find the link to register for Tampa Live? Clay, put it in the room. It should be www.vectorvest.com/Tampa. All right, Clay will type it in the room. He'll pin it to the top of the chat so that everyone can click on that link to go to live. We would love to see you live. And I really am trying to press upon you the point that it will sell out. That's all I got to do. And again, and somebody's going to say, hey, Glenn, I know you got that pull. You can get me in. That's why I'm telling you now. That's why I'm telling you now. All right. I'm waiting for Clay to put that link up there. He will. He will. So, as we were, talking, thank you, Clay. How come mine didn't look like that? Oh, I didn't do the HTTPS. That's why. I was like, why didn't it? Anyway, Clay is better at this than, just like Joey's better at this than me as well. All right. I just did a video on Friday talking about, did we have a market correction or a market pullback? I gave my insight. I think that with the euphoria going into the next administration, that this was going to be just a market pullback. It looks like after 4 days. All right, after 4 days, we got a little rebound today. We've got a little candlestick formation known as a bullish harami, which could be a possible reversal for the market to continue moving higher. But let's keep in mind, there's a lot of things going on. The Fed said last week, well, we might not be in a hurry to continue lowering interest rates. We know that Nvidia has earnings this week. That's going to play a major role in direction in the market. Tomorrow's video, The 6 p.m. video is going to be all about diving into Nvidia. I'm with Pennywise. I think there's a story in here about Nvidia I'm going to share with you today, and I think that Pennywise is right. It's a big nothing burger, but we got to still talk about it nonetheless. But today we do have a little bit of rebound day. We do have a candlestick formation forming, which is known again as a bullish harami, which could be a reversal for the market to continue moving up, but we will see. Yes, and there we go. That's another thing about oil. U.S. long-range missiles may move the market. That's going to be for the oil market, Lee, and I got a story about that as well. Let's get into my stories real quick. I got to go find them. There they are. All right, so let's move me over to the web stories. All right, first story, S&P to rally 11% by the end of 2025. Is that a lot? Is that a lot for the S&P by the end of 2025? I don't know. I think we should do a lot more than that. That's my own two personal sense in there. Walmart also has earnings tomorrow, which should be interesting for Amazon. I've got that in my list as earnings coming up. So interesting story. I think that number is low. Anybody agree with me? Do you think that number is low? Type of 1. If you think that number is right on point, type of 2. Curious. I think that number is low going into 2025. But if you think it's low, type of 1. If you think it's on par, type of 2. Type of 2. I'm thinking that we could have a nice Alfredo. Why do y'all always put numbers that I don't ask for? Why? All right. Alfredo puts in 1 1/4. Sigh. All right, Deborah Ann says average. All right, I'm just curious. You know I like to interact, right? All right, now here's the oil story, Lee. Oil prices rise on that outage, Ukraine war escalation. So, as Lee had mentioned, the U.S., where is it? Oil prices rose on the news as the outage tightened and da-da-da-da-da-da. That's not what I'm looking for. There it is. Biden allowing Ukraine to strike Russian forces around Kursk with long-range missiles might see a geopolitical bid come back in the oil because of the tension, the escalation. If Ukraine could hit oil resources in Russia, oil is going to be under is going to start to rise. Just like I said, the same thing with between Israel and Hamas. But Israel never really went after the Iranian oil sites. But this is going to be a little different if Ukraine really does go after, because that's going to be a big blow to Russia. That's going to be a big blow to Russia if they can hit their oil sites. All right. Alfreda's being extra. That's what John. I ain't say that, Alfreda. I'm forecasting a 20% drop because we are due for a drop and everyone is bullish. All right. We all know that markets can't go up forever. I'm thinking that what we just experienced and probably is still experiencing, as I said in the Friday video, is a market pullback. How many of you watched the video on Friday? Got a couple thousand views. All right. I'm just saying. Keep your eyes on that. Keep your eyes on that. Dennis says about normal as well. This is another big story. SMCI jumped up big today. Look at that, up 16.4% on the reported plans to submit plan to retain NASDAQ listing. Someone said that this happened with SMCI back in 2018. This is interesting. Is SMI trying to stay above? Well, not trying. They need to stay above water if they're going to still stay on the NASDAQ. But it plans to submit a plan to retain the NASDAQ listing. And, you know, if you look at SMCI, it's a fundamentally sound stock. And I think it's getting to the point of if the stories about the cooking in the books is true or not. And if it is, how do they fix it? And then number two, if the stock is a solid stock overall, how low can it go? And I'm thinking that the people that are jumping on board with it right now are thinking that they are picking up SMCI at a great deal. But the financial issues still are abound, and we'll see if we can get that. All right, yuck, SMCI has been delisted before. Yep, it has. SMCI isn't falling knife, it's a falling chainsaw. Wow. I'm not sure how much stock I put into this. I just don't know. I don't know if the financial story is enough for them to overcome. SMCI move today might be short covering. Could be. We'll see. All right, but it's in there as a story. Tesla jumps as Trump admin looks to support full self-driving framework, which is going to be big for Elon Musk. Now, I'm going to tell you, I did pick up TSLL. I think that this is a good enough story. Over the years, I've told you that I like Tesla. Just Elon's got to get his head in the right space to push Tesla to where he did before he got his head out of the space. So I did pick up some TSLL, just to let you know. You know I like to be transparent. I did drop my defend for the time being. I think I'm only in 4 stocks. I'm in SoFi. I'm in NVDL. I got to look because I don't remember. I'll look as we're still talking. I'll look to tell you what stocks I currently am in. I'm going to look on my phone. All right, but I did want to tell you that I did pick up TSLL. Elon is going to buy McDonald's. Who said that? Why are you spreading stuff? That ain't cool. Why are you spreading stuff? Let's hit my password right there. Autofill. Log in. The flying flip. Oh, man, stop doing all this security stuff. Listen, I'll have to tell you tomorrow because I know I do have 4 stocks. Where does a stock go when it gets delisted? It just is out in pink sheet world. When it gets delisted, it's out in pink sheet world. Trump said Elon won't go home. Oh, he's not? What are you talking about? Y'all saw a pic of Kennedy eating a Big Mac over the weekend. Listen, more Eli is coming out with organic carrots. If they're so organic, how did they get E. coli? I just don't know. And they make you pay more money for those organic carrots, right? And they still got some E. coli on it. That's all I got to say about that. How many of you watched the fight this weekend? Type in watched or no watch. Type in watched or no watch. So, I tried to stay up, but I'm old. I couldn't watch it. I just had to wait for the next day. I didn't. But 2 things happened. 1, Netflix slips in wake of glitchy Jake Paul, Mike Tyson boxing live stream. I saw all of the stuff on my Facebook stream, on my Facebook chat. All the people couldn't get in to watch it. And it's like, a lot of people watched it, though. That was interesting. A lot of people didn't watch either. Not watch hanging out with my ladies. Ladies? I'm not judging. I just saw ladies. I was like, yo. I'm sitting there going, hey, my name is John. Nah, I'm only messing, John. I'm only messing. If you know what I just meant, you know. Anyway. But a lot of people couldn't watch it. It was horrible, pixelated like crazy. A lot of people had a hard time getting in. All right. And for what I saw, they both held back. Neither one of them came out with a black eye or a bloody nose or nothing. We were unable to get it to watch it. That's what happens when it's free. When it's free 99, that could happen. Watch next morning, says Michael. It was a waste of time, says Furby. I tried, too much lag. I'm just sitting here. John said that was funny. I'm just saying, you said ladies. You just said ladies. All right, but a lot of people were so, and in wake of the glitchy Jake Paul, Mike Tyson boxing live stream, I think that if Netflix is going to do this going forward, they need to get their stuff right. They need to get their stuff right. But for those of you who typed in no watch, 60 million streamed the Netflix boxing mismatch. All right, 60 million. That's a lot of folks. 20 million for 16 minutes of fighting. There was 60 million people watched it. We need a rematch. Buster Douglas. Is Buster Douglas still alive? The midweight fight and the ladies were, I heard that the ladies fight, they were getting it. I heard the ladies boxing match, they was getting it. But then I saw their faces after the fight. They looked like they were in a fight. I'm looking at what's going on with this fight. Didn't look like either one was in the fight. They were just, so Jake Paul's next fight probably going to be him pushing George Foreman down the stairs. That's messed up, Penny. I know who made money. They both made money. I think Mike made 20 million and Jake made 40 million. Did you think that Mike needed the money? Did he need $20 million? I don't know. The women's fights were awesome, says Pennywise. What's your opinion on Palantir as of today? I'm out of it. I told you guys, Monty, I took my money. Now, I still love Palantir a long time. I'm just going to wait for a better opportunity to buy. Let's go to my next story. Nvidia, this is your deal right here, Pennywise. Nvidia AI chip giant faces heat ahead of earnings. So, Nvidia, the semiconductor powerhouse, stands at a critical juncture as it prepares to unveil its quarterly earnings. The company's performance, particularly in artificial intelligence, has set, this is the key words here, high expectations. High expectations. Is Nvidia going to be able to surpass the high expectations among analysts and investors? However, recent reports of overheating issues with Nvidia's latest Blackwell AI chip data centers have cast a shadow over its market position. The development could significantly impact the stock's performance, especially given Nvidia's central role in the ongoing AI boom. So now as I read this story, is it a fear story in regards to Nvidia, or as Pennywise thinks, it's a nothing burger? How many of you think that this could hurt Nvidia going forward? Type hurt or no hurt. Type, Alfreda says, I'm afraid. That's an honest answer. My car seats have Blackwell chips in them. They get so damn hot. Oh boy, John. Sorry. A lot of hurts are coming out of this. A lot of hurts. I'm going to have to incorporate that into my video for tomorrow night, where I break down where I think Nvidia is going after earnings, all that kind of stuff. I honestly think, knowing that SoFi put in their first order for the Blackwells, I saw a story that Tesla was going to spend $100 million on Blackwell GPUs as well. I think that the demand is out there. They're producing them. I think that they're going to be fine. That's my personal 2 cents. All right. But we'll see. All right. We'll have to definitely see. The only thing that I'm concerned about is if they fall short on forward guidance. I think that the Blackwell GPUs are going to play a major role in the earnings call. So tomorrow night, I'll put out a video about Nvidia going into earnings. Wednesday, Ryan and I will do a live earnings call after the market close, and we'll listen to the call live. All right. I'd be worried if Nvidia actually had competition, but they don't. They do. AMD is competition. There's a few companies out there. IBM, Intel, Apple. But you're right to a certain degree that it's not, in essence, truly a lot of deep down competition. So I think I had to put this story out here. All right. Next story. I got 2 train stories. Alstom. For any of you who, this was one of our bags. This was one of our bags in one of our portfolios. But the first train from Alstom's new Extropolis fleet for Dublin unveiled. The train is the first of 185 carriages already on order from Alstom and entering service from 2026 onwards. The trains were purchased in 2 orders as part of a framework agreement which provides for up to 750 electric and battery electric carriages over a 10-year period. This company, when I first introduced it, made a lot of people a lot of money. Right? A lot of people a lot of money. Another company that I like is Rail. Freight Car Rail has released its Q3, and here's the breakdown. I still like Rail. They're in Chicago. It reported a substantial 83% increase in revenue year over year for the third quarter of 2024, delivering 960 rail cars compared to 503 over the last period. I like both of these companies. from a rail perspective. So that's Alstom, ASM, I have it in the list, and then rail. I want you guys to keep your monies on these. Keep your eyes on these. They're relatively inexpensive too. Rail is sitting at $9.90, and then Alstom, it doesn't tell me, but we'll see it in the list. All right, how about this AI story? IBM inks AI partnership with AMD. Someone said AMD has a small piece of the pie. That was Pennywise in regards to the chip business. But IBM and AMD have a partnership. The offering, which is expected to be available at the first half of 2025, aims to enhance performance and power efficiency, big words there, for generative AI models and high-performance computing applications for enterprise clients. The company said power efficiency. You know, that's the reason why I'm still a big fan of uranium, because a lot of people are looking at nuclear energy for power. But I like the idea of performance and power efficiency. How about a crypto story? MicroStrategy adds almost 52,000 more Bitcoins for a stash of $4.6 billion. Rail went down over $5 a share after the earnings report last week. I'm keeping my eye, Jerry, we're going to take a look at the stock. All right, these are stories that I'm keeping you apprised of that could give you opportunities to make money. Get into Intel. Under new government, Nvidia will be crushed. New York trade wars. Tilu, I'm not sure what you're saying. Nvidia has plenty of competition. It's hype Nvidia has. Ooh, is it just a hype? Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Nvidia, the stock can go higher. Don't make me out to be a liar. All right. I just ad-libbed some hype, some rap. Goodness gracious, I can't get my words together. Exxon is a Glenn pick that should do well in the next 4 years. Yeah, you'll see that in a second. All right. I got a list of stocks I'm putting together on my card. Look at this growth portfolio. I don't know if you all can read it, but I got a card of 10 stocks that are going to be my growth portfolios going into the next decade. And guess what? Axon is on there. I'm going to do a video on this. I don't know when, but I got a killer. Probably going to name the video Killer Growth Portfolio. I like that name. Hey, Clay, you like that name? Killer Growth Portfolio. But I got 10 stocks. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10 stocks on here. Intel is a train wreck. I don't know. But would y'all like to see a video about a killer growth portfolio for like the next 10 years? Something like that? Anybody? Just type a yes or no. Growth portfolio for the next 10 years. I think, and I'm probably going to I got to build new portfolios in the software for next year as well. Last story. Earnings. This is my mouse. Look at that. Jen just gave us a $10 super chat. Woo! Gotta love it. Gotta love it. SERV, serve. I'm gonna go take a look at that for you right quick. Serve. Man, gotta love that. All right, before I do that, Jen, let me go take a look at the earnings coming up this week. It's gonna be a lot of electric cars. You got NIO. Where else did I have? NIO. I didn't put Star Bulkers in there. NIO. XPEV is in here somewhere. I think I got 3 companies that are in the EV space. How come I can only see freaking NIO? Oh, there's XPeng. And there's one more. I forget who. But I think there's 3 of them that are in here. But a lot of retail coming up too. I think retail is going to take a nice jump up. All right, it's going to take a nice jump up because we're getting into the holidays. So we got Target, we got TJX, we got BJ's. Where the hell is my other one? I got 3 of them. Workhorse, there it is. Workhorse, XPeng, NIO. All right, so those are my earnings coming up for this week. All right, let's go back into the software. Put me back into the software, baby. There we go. Let's go to the viewers tab. Not enough people said you want to see that video, so guess what? I ain't making it. How about that? All right? I ain't making it. I probably still am, but I got to be big and tough right now. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. All right. The market has more indices going up than going down. The biggest mover is the NASDAQ, up about 0.8. The Russell 2000 only up about 0.6. The VectorVest Composite up about 0.5%. The Spider's up about 0.5%. The VIX is down. So even with the market falling off the way that it did, people didn't get very hyped about it. It wasn't like they were getting very scared. And right now, the VIX is still showing me that story. The VIX is down about 2.75% at a price of 15.70. When the VIX is above 20 is when the market is fearful. What do you think about Amazon? Oh, wait, I got to do the stock for, what was the stock? Serve. I got to do that stock for Jen. Let's go do that for you real quick. Serve, S-E-R-V. I'll put in Amazon since I just see it right here. Serve, 3-month graph. Let's go take it off of Star Search, put it on to VectorVest layout. I don't like it. It's moving down. But, if you look at today's candle, move this over. If you look at today's candle, what's that candlestick formation right there, folks? Type it in the room. After all of this pullback, what's the candlestick formation right here? Type it in the room. Anybody? Could be a positive sign on serve, but definitely have a downtrend. I definitely have a downtrend. No, it's not it's Morningstar this would be a shooting star. All right, but this is anybody? Don't put in stocks yet. I'm not ready to take stocks yet. I just took these two. Hammer, there you go. I took Jen's stock because he gave us a $10 super chat. If you do that, I look at your stock right away. And the other one was Amazon because as I was looking at the chat, I saw it. All right, that could be a possible reversal. I would definitely put serve on a watch list to watch to see if we get some follow through. What I'm really looking for, if nothing else, let's go see if RT gets above 1. All right, let's go see if RT shows me the stock's back in a uptrend. But yes, that's a hammer. It could be a possible reversal to go back up. I would keep that on a watch list. And Amazon, let's go take a look at Amazon. Oof, that hurts. Where was earnings? It's pulled back. Gaps like to be filled, but I'm not sure if that's the case. I've got a level of support sitting here at about 195.34. So the stock has some lower downside. Look at today's candle. The candle is filled as a red candle, which means we are trading at session lows for Amazon today. Now, does that make me nervous? No. Should I be in it right now? I'm not going to put a brand new position on it. But if you are in it, let me show you a little something right here. See that trend? See that uptrend from the bounce on support? Look at what happened. It fell down through the uptrend. That might have been a good opportunity to take some of that off the table, or all of it. All right, one of the two. I'm not feeling it right now. Even from Friday's close, it's lower than Friday's close. It's still showing some downside and trading at session lows. If I'm still in it, you got to make a determination. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you a determination right here. All right, if you don't want to wait all the way to that level of support down there, I'm going to give you another level, which was Friday's low of 199.56. All right, notice that we did not go all the way down to that level, but if we break down to that level, that's probably a good time to take it off the table. All right, that's a good time to take it off the table. All right, so those are two stocks. Thank you, Jen, for the super chat. That's what that was for. And the other one, the Amazon, just was a serendipitous look. Ooh, that was that's today's word is serendipity. The Amazon look was serendipitous. Write it down. Everybody write it down. It's the word of the day. If you don't write it down, you get 2 demerits. If you don't write it down, you get 2 demerits. All right. Hold off on the stocks. All right. I'm going to give you an opportunity to put them in. All right. I'm just letting you know. Serendipity. Thank you, Janice. That is the word of the day. All right. Let's go back to my viewers tab. Big news stocks. The stocks. How do you spell it? Janice spelled it up there. Serendipity. Jim. I wasn't going to spell it. I'm just putting the word out there. That don't mean I got to spell it. My wife is married to Amazon Prime. He comes in. Psh, you think my wife in? You do. Carol says, just give me the demerits. Wow, Carol. That's pretty straightforward. Carol said, forget that. Just give me my demerits and shut up. You got it, Carol. All right. So all of the stocks that made the news, iBit and MicroStrategy, that's my two plays for today there. Netflix, even with the fight being what it was, nice move up today, 2%. Alstom and Rail, all right, I still want you to keep your eyes on these stocks. They're relatively inexpensive, but they're making noise in the freight space, in the rail space. Tesla, nice move up today. I told you I did pick up TSLL. AMD and IBM deal. All right. Let's go graph all of these real quick. Let's just graph them real quick. Put these on the 6 month. I think right now, I think crypto is going into the new year. I think crypto's got a lot of upside. Glenn, your wife is also married to Temu. No, it's Sheen. She's more Sheen than Temu. She's more Team Sheen than Team Temu. All right. So I love that Carol just said, just give me the demand. Carol, are you going to Tampa? I want to know how many of y'all are going to Tampa. Type of 1. How many of y'all are going to Tampa? I'd love to meet so many people from VV Nation in Tampa. I really would. How many of y'all are going to Tampa? How many of you are going to watch the live stream? Type of 2. How many of you are going to watch the live stream? Type of 2. All right, let's go to the next stock on the list. Netflix, nice up day. Look at that. Nice up day. I'm seriously thinking about going. There you go, Carol. Phyllis is going. Horace is going. A lot of people watching the live stream. Lisa's still pondering. Lisa, I'm trying to tell you got to go. Whether you are going live or watch it, you guys need to watch it. I'm stuck at work, peak season. I got you, Pennywise. Ann is going. Every year I say I have to go to that Tampa event. Then go. Sorry. Do you really want to meet me? If so, I will go. Jerry, of course. You're in Florida. According to your name, you're in Florida. So, yeah. Dave, I'm praying for you on your back surgery. Need back surgery, otherwise I'm going. I got you. All right. So, big move on. Look at the big candle today. Very interesting. I love the move on it. Let's go put on earnings per share. Psh, there's nothing that I can say bad about it. I still see a lot of 2s, man. That's awesome. Awesome. All right. Let's go to the next stock. Big move on MicroStrategies with the big buy of crypto right at a session of resistance. I like the move. Look at that trend, still moving. And it's $373. I'd play the options on it though. VectorVest should return to the Las Vegas Money Show. I'd love to. Not my call. Not my circus. Not my monkey. I can't. How about Tampa in January? Bretton Woods. Oh hell no. No, going to New Hampshire in the winter? Are you out of your flipping mind? You know I don't like New Hampshire in the winter. Sigh. Why would you even bring that up? Oh, I know why. I want to push Glenn's buttons. Exactly. Oh, no, we ain't going to New Hampshire. And I can picture Linda, the CEO, saying, Glenn, I need you on the road in New Hampshire in the winter. I'd be like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'd be like, no, ma'am. I don't think she would ever ask me, but if she ever did, I'd be like, no, ma'am, it's too cold. Glenn, fly into Manchester, New Hampshire. There's a Golden Corral. Well, you know something? I might have to go if there's a Golden Corral. All right, next stock. Tesla, nice. Look at that. After the pull down, nice bump against this level of resistance of 328. Watch it, though. Yes, I did pick up some Tesla. I'm keeping my eyes on it. I will tell you that if it breaks down below this level of 328.40, then this was just hype, and I'd probably get back out of it again. All right, I'm not right now with the and here's a good reason why. Look at the earnings per share. All right, so I'm in it because of the hype. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in it, and I got TSLL. I'm in it because of the hype. But if it falls below this level, I want everybody to know that, because you'd be like, well, you didn't tell us when to get out. I can't tell you when to get in or get out. I'm telling you what I'm thinking about. I was thinking it should be in Fairbanks, Alaska. I'm not doing. Listen, I don't like the cold. I'm from New York. I had enough of cold to last me forever. I've been to Norway. I've been learning how to traverse up mountains in Norway in the military. I don't want that kind of cold. Never no more. I'm not doing it. They should do an event in Palm Springs in January. Woo! Now you're talking, Amir. Now you're talking. Let's go to the next stock in the list. Woof. AMD is getting crushed today. Now, interesting, today's move is right at that little trend line. If it goes up, last time it went up, it didn't last very long, did it? Let's go see if it's got the ability. I love the earnings per share. Let's go see if it's got the ability to go up above and stay up above. All right, next couple of stocks in here. SMCI, big story about keeping their listing. I got a level of resistance. I wouldn't think about buying it. I'm telling you, SMCI could be on sale. Could definitely be on sale. I'm looking at this level of 24 and a quarter. If we can get above that, I love the earnings per share. If we can get above that, I'd be thinking about dipping my toe in the water. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes or no? I like the rebound, but I need some confirmation. How about let's get up above this level of 24 and a quarter? Does that make sense to everybody in the room? I don't want nobody to jump this stock too soon. Now, there's two things I'm looking for. One, to go above this level of resistance. And number two, I really want to see RT go above 1. But if you really think that this is a buying opportunity, let the stock come to you. Let's wait here first. And then if you want to start putting more on, dip your toe in the water there. If you need more, wait for RT to go above 1. All right, that's Northern California, John. I'm already camped outside. Oh, gosh. I like falling chainsaw comment. I'm not getting into that. The SMCI. I just say be careful with it. Rail, this was someone told me that after the earnings, the stock went down. There's the earnings. It did. But look at that prior to the earnings. I'm still telling you to keep your eyes on this. I'm going to give you a nice little solid level of support right here, sitting at about 954. If it falls below that, I take it off. I take it off my radar. It's still on my radar, but it did form a nice level of support. Next is IBM, IBM in AMD. Nice move up prior to earnings and then, but it did find a level of support, sitting at about 203.35. We're at 207. I'd like to see if the stock still has wherewithal to go up. I'm wondering if the news with AMD has the opportunity to push it higher. You know, gaps like to be filled. We'll keep our eyes on that. And the last stock in here is oil. Oil is all over the flipping place. It really is. Hey, we got tensions. Oh, we're good. Hey, we got tensions. Oh, we good. Hey, we got more tensions. Oh, it's good. I did not pick up a play on oil. I'll tell you why. Let's go draw a free hand line. Not until oil can break above this downtrend. Not until, and that's a descending triangle, which could be a bearish formation. That's a descending triangle, which could be a bearish formation. I think that as we drill more oil, the commodity will go down in price. All right. IBM chart is skiing down to Bretton Woods. It's just going down. IBM is also a good quantum computer play. I've been saying I'm going to do another quantum computer video. I don't want to, but I might have to. I really don't want to. It's confusing as hell. It really is. Earnings this week. All of the stocks that I got for earnings. How many? 24 of the bigger companies. Nvidia is at the top of the list, followed by Powell, Wix, Intuit, and Palo Alto. Zim is in here. Walmart is in here. Wow! Holy smokies! I gotta say, $50 super chat. Woo, Ross. Just thank you. No pick. Dance. 5-0 on it for the OG. Thank you so much, Ross. Type the W's in the room. Good guggly muggly. $50 super chat. Thank you so much for that, Ross. For those of you, super chats are abilities for you guys to just say an extra thank you for the channel. It is not it's not a necessity. It is just people out there that just feel that they want to do that, and I love it. I love it. That just goes to show that what we do, you guys appreciate. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. That's a nice super chat. Thank you so much for that. All right, so man, and just wanted to see me dance. I love that. Just wanted to see me dance. I love that thing that Joey put up there. All right, so when it comes down to earnings, the first thing I want to look at is relative safety. What oil would be good for American oil companies ETF? So remember, you got to keep watching the videos. I've given oil plays outside of the commodity. I think that the commodity is going to go down in value because we're going to drill. But the oil space still has upside. Anybody remember the 3 oil spaces that I've been talking about to make money? Type it in the room. I want to make sure you guys are paying attention. I gave 3 oil spaces to keep your eyes on to play oil. Anybody remember what they were? Drilling services. Bingo, that's 1. Give me another one. Give me another one. Midstream should see immediate benefit, and so will drilling equipment. There you go. And the last one was drilling machinery. Drilling equipment, drilling machinery in service. Drilling exploration and transport. That's another one. I got to write that down. Transport is going to probably be good. If we keep putting out a ton of oil transport is going to be good. Pipeline only if, wow, that may not be a bad play either, especially if the president-elect opens up the Keystone Pipeline. So, pipeline means I need to write down transportation and oil, pipeline. Aha. So it was machinery, equipment. And I got 2 more, transportation and pipeline. I like that. Midstreams are transport. Pipelines will be big for data center energy. That's also true. Now, you know something? Not if it's nuclear power, it ain't gonna be. Not pipelines, I don't think I'm gonna, if it's nuclear energy, if they move more towards nuclear energy, penny-wise, I don't think pipelines are gonna be that big of an issue. All right, so sort by RS, I did that already. The stocks that have the highest RS are going to stand the highest probability of meeting or exceeding earnings. One's at the bottom of the list. Again, look at that. All 3 of the EVs are at the bottom of the list by RS. All right. Nuclear does take time to build. I got you. Drip, if you're going to play oil, that's true. That was the question. What ETF would you use? Drip is probably a real good one to play because it plays the bearish side of the commodity. All right, but look at that. I'm not putting a lot of stock behind these companies beating earnings. Now, they may surprise and do so. But corresponding ETF for these, Glenn. So I don't have ETFs for all of those different services. Man, I got to look into it. Tromsø, Norway is a beautiful place. Where did I go in Norway? I went to a cold place in Norway. It was a long time ago. I didn't like it. It was too cold. And the gear we had to wear was Gore-Tex, and it was huge and bulky. And carrying an M16 and trying to ski and traverse up a mountain. All right. So that's the earnings this week. Again, make a watch list of the stocks of earnings of the week. Look at the ones with the high relative safety. They're going to have a higher probability of meeting earnings. Where's the money going today? Let's talk about that. Stay away from the China. Right now, I learned my lesson well. I'm staying away from Chinese stocks. No, the hype was there. I jumped on board. I made a little bit of money. But man, China has a way of just snatching the rug from under your feet every time it goes positive. It does. Please give us 3 ETFs in oil. I'm considering options. All right, oil ETFs. I got this oil ETFs. I'll write that down. See if I can do that for tonight's video. Tonight's video, I already given you the top weekly picks for both U.S. and Canada. That's what tonight's video is going to be. Let me see if I can squeeze in there ETFs, oil ETFs for the other, I don't think that they're ETFs for oil services, oil machinery, oil equipment, oil transportation, oil pipeline. Pipeline ETF, Pennywise says AMLP. All right, AMLP. If anybody's got any other, let me know. Don't stay away from XRP. XRP, I think, is a crypto play that I saw a news article on XRP. I didn't do anything with it. Glenn, do you have to wear a big Gore-Tex coat like that one of George Costanza was wearing? No, it was bigger than that. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to look. As a matter of fact, and I did write that down. You keep asking about it. I told you I'll give you an opportunity. You guys listen. Is this thing on? I will give you an opportunity. All right, where's the money going today? Let's go find out. The money is going, look at that. Uranium, nice move on uranium today. I don't know what the news is. Nice move on uranium and on Chinese stocks. There's the bullish side of Chinese. Gold is on the move. Oil, which is the bearish side of natural gas. Utilities on the rise. Silver on the rise. Oil on the rise. Oh, yeah, because we talked about that. Where to stay away from today. Yang, coal, DRV, which is the bearish side of real estate. The dollar is down today, and IBIT is down today. I'm in IBIT. It's only down a little bit. It's flat to slightly down. Slight up to down. All right, let me give you some fish. MPI one day. The market looks like a nice little rebound. As long as the market continues moving up, these are good fish. One of them is like a bottom fishing. But here's 5 stocks that are moving up today from the MPI that just occurred in the last day. MPI enhanced over the last 3 days, but a little bit more safe stocks. I only had 3 of them today. USAU, Gold Corp, look at that, Radware, and ASTS. All right, these are my 3 stocks from the NPI enhanced. Block performing well. Block, what is that for? That tells, is that crypto? I'm not sure. Is that crypto, Dave, or not? Contras shouldn't be doing well today. Crypto shouldn't be doing well today. And it's not. SVIX is up. It is. Oh, that's crypto. All right. Stop giving me stocks. All right. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop listening to your stocks right now. I told you I'm going to give you an opportunity to look at them. Weekly customer picks. We're going to do that in a second. Live stream portfolio. ASTS dip was from bad earnings, but this is temporary. All right. Live stream portfolio. Let's go to portfolios real quick. Star Search portfolio. Let's go look at me and Ryan's portfolios for AMA. I'm up 1%. I'm only holding 2 stocks like that. Ryan's picks longs. He's up 0.75%. He's holding a lot more stocks than I am, which means I got a lot more money that I can spend than he can. All right. What else do I want to talk about? Prakash, are you here? Prakash said a long time ago that the Warren Buffett trade for Sirius was not a good play. Was Prakash right? It's down 3% since the date that we got was on 10/14. It's on 10/14. All right. What else is here? Lithium stocks. Getting their butts kicked. Wow. Look at that. T-Lou just gave us $2. T-Lou, which stock? Which stock, T-Lou? Type the W's in the room. Type the W's in the room. Gotta love that. Thank you so much for that. Y'all need to hit the like button so he will look at more stocks. Janice ain't wrong. Janice ain't wrong. T-Lou, give me the stock that you're looking for. All right. What else is moving? Oh, my undervalued $10. Look at that. 18%. Love that. Look at all of these stocks, double digits. I definitely got to do another video on this. Look at that. How many of you watched this video? How many of you watched this video and took advantage of this? Is since 10/18, folks. Every stock is double digit up. Every stock is doubled. You want XRP? I don't think I can look at XRP. I don't think I got it. Because I don't have XRP. But I will look at, I can look at coin. Closest thing I got. I don't have XRP because it's a currency. It's considered to be a currency. Coin is on the move. I can't look at XRP, my friend. I just can't. All right. Looking at this portfolio, do you know the ETF for XRP? If you have one, I'll take a look. This is a portfolio that's killing it. It's killing it. And this was a video that somebody, VV Nation, wanted to see. I made the video. Double-digit wins for every stock that's in here. I'm loving this. Loving this. And I got to search to find these stocks. I may have to do another video soon on that. Uranium plays, 13%, nice jump up. Man, LEU was my new favorite from CCJ, but CCJ is doing better. How about SMR killing it? Vistra Energy killing it. UEC killing it. All three of them are double-digit ups. Speculative stocks, I may need to do another. Man, speculative stocks, you would think would have a lot more volatile portfolio. Wow, there it is. Speculative stocks. There's Alstrom back on, when did I buy this? Alstrom back on 2.6. Almost a bagger. Root is in here. GLP-1 stocks, no. Domino, no. Decade stocks. Remember when I did a video about decade stocks? You gave me all of your stocks that were decade stocks. How about Lunar? Look at that. You gave me that as a decade stock. Lunar, Palantir, FTAI, Tesla. Here's my stocks for wow, 51%. Your Uncle Glenn is no joke when he hooks you up. No joke. These are my stocks for the next decade. Palantir, Tesla, and Apple, all done July 9th. July, August, September, October, no, 4 months. 4 months, 51%. These are my stocks for the next decade. What's up, Prakash? These are my stocks for the next decade. Your Uncle Glenn loves you. Top 5 weekly picks. That's what I'm getting ready to do for tonight's video. Look at that move. Look at that move. You want to know what my next top 5 weekly picks are? You have to watch tonight's video. You have to watch tonight's video. Look at that run. 3 of the 5 stocks are double-digit. These are stocks that I give you every week. Every week. And I'm looking for safe, undervalued stocks rising in price. That's what I'm looking for. Safe, undervalued stocks, right? That's the VectorVest mantra, 16%. All right, let's go back to the viewers tab. Now I'll take your stocks. All right, I got some stocks that I wrote down. BBAI, CLSK, Block. Do I have that? I do. Palantir, Oklo. It's like Oklahoma. Happy sales to you until we meet again. AGX, BSX, Sound, I'm giving you a lot of stocks today, even though I don't have the likes. How many likes? 78 likes. You should only be getting 8 stocks. But you know your Uncle Glenn loves you. MO Modine, DFAN. Be careful with that. I'm not in anymore. SUPV, Harmony Gold, HMY. How many stocks is that? I got 79 likes, but I gave you 16 stocks. All right, Glenn, you passed TPC. No, I didn't. It's right there. Who said it? I put it. Why are you typing in stuff like that? I put it in there. I went straight down the list. Don't get me all up in a tizzy. Don't get me all up in it. TPC is in there. All right. Let's take a look at these stocks. The beautiful thing about setting up a watch list in VectorVest is every stock is sorted by VST. So the stocks with the best combination of value, safety, and timing go to the top of the list. The ones that have the worst go to the bottom of the list. BBAI at the bottom of the list. Does that make it bad? Well, we'll take a look. SoundHound at the bottom of the list. Does that make it bad? Well, we'll take a list. INOQ towards the bottom. Wow, 24 and $1.75, down 15. Well, that's not so good. Glenn doubled down and gave double the likes. Yep, I did. All right, let's go take a look at these stocks. So the big thing is that no matter what stock you gave me, by way of our master indicator, you see where your stock sits. All right, Palantir, again, I'm not in it right now. I think I did well to take that off the table. Let's graph all these stocks. All right, let's go put these all on a 1-year graph. All right, bottom super, gotta love that. The graph is worth 1,000 words, right? A picture's worth 1,000 words. Bottom left, top right. New 1-year high today. Love the earnings per share. I like the play. I like that play. And I did a wedding Saturday in Mooresville. I did a wedding, and it was a whole bunch of people from New York, but I had a lot of country music. I was like, why? Because they live in Long Island. I said, all right, that's why. Anyway, I almost played Baby Got Back. I just didn't know if they were going to get down to that. I didn't know but they did get down to Swag Surfing. I was like, oh, y'all know that? They did. I almost played Baby Got Back, but I didn't. I just didn't. It felt like they were gonna vibe with it, but I wasn't sure. All right. And because you gave us, hold on, because you did give us a super chat, I will check CCJ. MDAI. What the flying flip is MDAI? Can I add that? All right. MDAI. I got it. All right. All right. Sales growth is negative 33 for interesting. Is it really? It is, but the earnings growth is 34. That means that they're making money, but they're not growing it in sales. So I need to know what else they're doing. It's earnings. What else are they doing to make money? Interesting. I'd have to do a deeper dive into that. I really would. I didn't see that until Lisa pointed that out. That concerns me, Lisa. That does concern. Do you talk about love to the bride and groom and how you love Apple? No. Argentina Bank. Do you know I had a portfolio of Argentinian stocks when the new president came in? I got somebody in my email almost every other day showing me how that portfolio is doing. Your Uncle Glenn hooks you up each and every time. All right, let's go graph all of these. We're going to do these quick. I got you, T-Lou. I put those two in there. All right, 1 year. I am concerned. Add a parameter, sales. Oops, where is it? Sales growth. Let's see if it's getting better, though, Lisa. Nope. That concerns me. Did you play Dougie Fresh the show? No. You know, I haven't played that at a wedding. I wish I could. I just don't have the right audience for that because I think I'd put that on and they'd be like, what the hell is this? So I don't play that, but I would. I would cut that up. No, she didn't. What? I would have fun with that. But no, most of my clientele is not down for that. All right. Wow. AGX earnings? No. Interesting. I don't know what the story is here. These candles are all by themselves, suspended on an island. I think they took a 3-hour tour. All right. Nice recovery day today, but I need to see it break through and fill that gap before I even think about taking it. Where's RT? It is above 1. I'd like to see it go above the 1-year high too. But first things first, I need to see it start to fade the gap. Modine, man, I'm going to take off sales growth. Earnings started to go up, pulled back down, going back up. You know what I see? Do you see what I see? A trend, moving to the low. Will it make us money or blow down? But I do like the earnings per share. But I don't like the trend line from the high. I don't like that. Oh, I got a little bit of wedge action going, as a matter of fact, which is a consolidation pattern. It's going to break one way or the other. All right, I'd keep my eye on that. Next, block. If it's in the crypto space, interesting. 1-year high. It started to fade the gap to the downside, bounce back up. I'd like to see it take out the high. I like that it's back above this level of 47.63, moving up. I'd need more confirmation tomorrow. All right, let's go to the next one. What's at the bottom? Oh, earnings per share. Ooh, Dell. Well, no. I'm not feeling that. But I got a level of resistance at 141.45. Let's go see if we can break above that. I'm not feeling that. It's a buy recommendation. I do like to move up. I do. Carol says, love it, Glenn. Oh, yeah, there you go. Carol, I think from here on till the end of the year, Glenn has to sing Christmas songs. Nope, not until after Thanksgiving. Not until after Thanksgiving. I will not. Janet, my wife, does not have permission to put nothing up. We've come to this conclusion. We've come to this compromise. Nothing goes up until Thanksgiving. When football is on Thanksgiving, then she starts running around the house and she starts putting up stuff. Not until after Thanksgiving. Give the holidays their due. Then we can move into Christmas. Dell, again, I needed to jump above that level of resistance. TPC. Janice, I knew somebody was going to jump up and said, permission? Oh, my. It's not permission. How about the deal is? That's better. Wow, Janice was like, oh, my. The deal is. How about that? The deal is not until after Thanksgiving. Glenn, your sweater has a T on it. Where were you golfing at Mar-a-Lago? No, this is tradition here in Charlotte. It's tradition in Charlotte. So, man, Janice, why are you trying to put me out there like that? What do large companies use for data storage? The cloud, pretty much, Prakash. They use the cloud for that. I do like the move on TPC, but I got another headwind sitting at $30.70. $30.70. Christmas decorations are up inside the house. Daughter will be home from college, and the tree will go up this weekend. I can't do it yet. Not yet. All right. Wow, BSX looks good. That and a new 1 year high, that looks pretty. That is a pretty looking graph. That is pretty. Palantir. You know something, if you're still holding Palantir and you're looking for a level to get out, 58.19 is it. I pulled the trigger again early, and I'm okay with what I did. Look at the bounce off today, off that level of support sitting at 58.20, and that bounce back up. I'm just telling you, and look at that. It formed a bearish harami. I'm okay with what I did, but if you're holding it, that is a drop dead line in the sand for you to consider, about 58.20. Next one, CCJ, nice move. Look at this, bounced off support, nice move up. Broke through the downtrend. I like that. If you're looking for more confirmation, though, I'd look for 58.56 to get in. Or you can get into it now. Very little wick at the top, nice open body, RT rising. Earnings per share don't look so good. Clean Spark, again, a crypto play. It did fade the gap and now starting to go up. I'm not looking to get into it until it can break above this level of 1802. Not until it can break through the 1802. Glenn, you need to show us the 10-year growth portfolio scan. 10-year growth portfolio. You talking about Jim Penna's? That's Jim Penna's. I'm not doing that. That's Jim Penna. That's why I had him on today. All right? You want to see more of that, then go see him in Tampa. Go see him in Tampa. All right, that's all I got to say about that. So Clean Spark, I'm looking to go above about $18. Next one, Harmony Gold. Nice move on gold. The gold's in Harmony is in the channel. And Harmony is a trader's paradise. Bounce off support, retrace from resistance. Bounce off support, retrace from. This is a trader's paradise right here. Alpha men are back. All right, let me ask this question. Am I considered to be an alpha male? I don't know. I don't know none of that stuff. And it's like my wife tells me my love language is words of affirmation. I don't need no words of... Do you not think I'm confident enough that I don't need no words of affirmation? I'm just curious. All right, am I an alpha male? I don't know. Type in the room because I don't know. All right, so Harmony, I do like the bounce, but you know something? Look at the smallness of the bar. All right, not a lot of confirmation to the move today. Just saying, be careful with it. VRSK, I don't like the pullback. I got a little bit of rebound today, but it's little. It's way little. All right, Carol says you need songs of affirmation. It's way little. I'm not feeling that. All right, I like that it's up today, but I'm not feeling really warm and fuzzy about the upward move. DFN, I got some downside to this level of 32.93. All right. Glenn is an alpha princess. Okay. I'm going to keep that moving on. I don't identify as a princess. How about that? All right. 41 years married. We discussed, but nobody asked permission. Must be working. Just saying. Listen, there's things that I don't do that, you know, we compromise. That's all I got to say, Janice. We compromise. We compromise. I'm not a fan of putting up Christmas before Thanksgiving is done. That's, and I can't believe you called me an alpha princess. I don't know how I should feel about that. DFM does have a floor down at 32.93. A little bit of rebound today. Could be a hammer. Could be a reversal. I don't know. Glenn stuttering on. I ain't stuttering. Not me. Next one. Woof. OKLO after earnings. Oof. But you know something? There's the gap started to fade. Oh, there was a wedge. It broke to the downside. Could it get back in? Ooh, I'd like to see if we can get back into that range before I think about buying it again. I don't like the earnings per share either. INOQ, oof, a lot of red up here. I had a level of support at 25.61. It broke through it. I had a level of support. It broke through it. Big wick at the bottom, showing some buying pressure. I need to see some confirmation, but there was my stop, and it went through today. I don't like the earnings per share either. Soundhound, a great AI play. It's not great right now. There's the gap and pulled down. I'm not feeling. Purple Rain was criminally underrated movie. How did we get to that, Glenn? How did we get to Purple Rain? Anyway, Soundhound, be careful. If you're in it, I'm going to give you a hard there's the hard stop right about there at 611. It's higher than that right now, but that's probably a good hard stop to be out of it. And the next to last stock, BBAI. Not sure how I feel about that. Freehand line from the low. I got a little bit of an uptrend. This could be interesting. I might have a rising wedge, a rising flag, however you want to call it. This could be positive. This could be a bullish sign. I'd like to see if we can get above that level of $1.98. I do like the start to the rising earnings. I may like that play. I'd keep it on the watch list. But that's where my buy point would be. BBAI burning through a lot of cash. Again, right now, I don't know news on any of these stocks. These are strictly looking at the graphs, Pennywise. Strictly looking at the graph. Pennywise changed the topic to Purple Rain to get away from the... I got nothing to do. Listen, you too, Jeremy. Have a good week. Listen, I ain't scared of nothing. Unless my wife is watching. I'm still not scared. I'm not scared. All right, in the last stock, MDAI, freehand line, hammer. Look at that hammer before it did move up. Ooh, it did break below the trend line. Tell you where I'd be looking to get in. I do like the rising earnings. I keep this on a watch list. This is where I'm looking to get in, about $1.62. About $1.62. I do like to move up, found resistance, broke down through the upward trend line. Looks like it was, but that's where I'm looking at, $1.62. Strictly computing stocks, Glenn. I know Glenn can sing Purple Rain. I never meant to cause you any problems. I never meant to cause you any pain. All I know is when I look at the stock market, when the price goes down, it makes it rain. Make it rain. Make it rain. All right. That's the Glenn version. Wife got Christmas decorations and I got bourbon. Ooh, I like that, Troy. What is the most good it's moved by what? I'm not sure what you're asking me, Prakash. Morris Day was an epic movie villain. He was a good movie villain. All right, I got to go. Thank you for the super chats today. We looked at a lot of stocks. We got about 90 locks, but it doesn't matter. I gave you about, like Janice is right, I gave you twice the amount of stocks than the likes. It's all right. We got super chats. Loved it. I love this community. Where's the reverb when Glenn starts singing? Get that soundboard working. Sigh. Ann says, love your voice. My voice is horrible. My voice is horrible. But you know me, I love having fun on the channel. I love putting stocks in your hands to make money, but I love having fun on the channel. And evidently you do too. So, till the next time, folks, watch tonight's video, the next top 5 stocks for the week for US and Canada. Tomorrow is going to be an Nvidia video. Wednesday, Ryan and I will do AMA at 2 o'clock, but we'll also have a live earnings call Wednesday afternoon. All right? So with all that being said, adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii, but still praying for people all over the world. Remember, folks, look out for your neighbor, help your neighbor out. If we all do that, we'll be a better society. Odabu, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks, see ya.